Welcome back to my channel. It's only been 6 months, but a little life update. We're in the States right now. We're in Maryland, and this is not my home or house. We are still living with our mentors as interns. So we're like in the basement level, and there's like not good lighting. So I have one little window I'm filming in front of. Anyways, today is the day I attempt to make Suman. So Jonathan went away to New York for like a couple days to preach, and he doesn't know when I dropped him off, my next stop was the Filipino market because I can't stop myself. Anyway, so I went there, I got all the ingredients, I looked up a recipe beforehand. I've been planning this out for 2 weeks to make him Suman. So I'm going to get all my ingredients, but before I do, I have to have dinner because I'm starving and I don't want to eat everything before it's finished. How sweet is this? He like made me, it's frozen. Anyways, he made me dinner and then he labeled it. He's really sweet, so I'm gonna heat this up. Well, that's heating up. I gotta tell you guys, there's like not a lot of Filipino like influence here or whatever, like there would be in DC or like New York or something like that. So my coworkers don't really know anything about the Philippines or Filipinos, so I've been slowly getting them integrated slowly. So like my coworkers have now tried Filipino coffee, so I kind of want to bring Suman to work too. If it turns out that's like why I'm like, oh, I don't know if it will, but I'm slowly integrating them because I think everyone should experience Filipino culture and food and language because it's just the best, you know. I'm convinced the man who sold me this banana ketchup knew it was expired or something because I just spent my entire energy getting out this much ketchup. Hey, Nicole. Someone commented on my video and they're like, you didn't bless your food before you ate it. Called out. Thank you for that reminder. I appreciate it. So while I'm eating, you guys should comment and tell me how you're doing because I actually read every single comment on my TikTok. I probably shouldn't, but I do. So let me know how you guys are doing. How's it like where you are? How's it like in the Philippines? I know when we left, inflation was getting really bad, so I hope it's better now, but I don't even keep up with like current events for my own country, so I don't know what's happening in the world. So let me know how you guys are doing, anything I can pray for. While I'm eating, I was reviewing the recipe and I realized I already made a mistake before I even started. So I need one more can of coconut milk, and I'm supposed to soak the rice for an hour. So I'm gonna go soak the rice and eat my dinner, and then maybe I'll go to the supermarket again and get another can of coconut milk. Okay, I'm gonna put the 3 cups of rice in the water to soak. Take a guess how much this rice was. $15. Make mommy proud. The rice has like 22 minutes to finish cooking, so I'm gonna go to the nearest little food market, which is an 11-minute drive both ways, so just in time. And they better have coconut milk. I'll be so upset if they don't, but it's like it's a really white town, so we'll see. I just realized I said cooking, I mean soaking the rice. Soaking the rice. This is a super beautiful area. We're next to some state parks, so we're definitely spoiled. Like we can literally go hiking in the woods that you see onto my right side. My phone is mounted, so don't worry, I'm not using any hands for my phone. Anyways, I want to tell you guys that the sun sets here in the summertime, it's depending on what state you are, later. So Jonathan's been so enjoying like the sunlight because right now it's about 8 p.m. and it won't set for about like another hour. So it doesn't get dark that late. Like sometimes it's even like 9:30 p.m. and it's still light outside, which is crazy. This road is one of my favorites. It's really hilly and bumpy, and I didn't know how to drive on like hills and mountains until I moved here because Michigan's really flat, and I never drove in the Philippines, well, at one time, but in not really hilly places, so it was a little bit of adjustment. Something I totally forget is like how big the aisles are here. Like you can fit like 4 Robinson's Magnolia carts side by side. They're huge. I tried to film, but the employees were restocking the shelves, so I couldn't. The crazy thing is, I said how this town is kind of white. And the day I say that, right next to me is a Filipino dad with his Film kids. God is good. I'm home now. I'm starting to unwrap the banana leaf because I thought it was like a square because that's how the banana leaf is packaged. It's still frozen, but it's definitely not a square. It's like, I didn't think it would be this big. Okay, that's really cool. All right, I'm gonna let it de-thaw a little more. Adding the rice. It's drained and washed, in case you're worried about that. I've got my banana leaf station set up here. So I kind of like rinse them and wash them just because they're in the freezer and I want to make sure they're all cute and nice. And now I'm just making them, they set about like 10 by 10 inches. So, and then I'm cutting off kind of like this rough spine here so it folds better. And then the finished squares are on this little plate. It's 9:20. I found out I was supposed to mix the rice. I found out because I was just looking at like the written instructions and then I scrolled down and there was a whole video showing the instructions, and in the instructions they say stir occasionally. So we press on. The video said to pass this by a flame. I don't have a flame, I just have like this. So I hope it works, and then it's supposed to make them softer. It works. Oh my goodness. Jonathan's gonna hate to see this. All right. Here goes my first Suman rolling experience. Here we go. I'm a little nervous because some of the banana leaves are in kind of rough shape, but oh, I also sanitized the table before I started, so don't you worry about that. Let's start with something this size. Get it to like, you know, be a nice little shape for me. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay. Oh, come back here. Time to roll. No turning back now. Then, guys, I'm so excited. Okay, maybe the ends are a little long. That's okay. All right. Okay. I am really happy about myself. I don't even care if these don't taste good. This is perfect. Yes, okay. I was like so tired, but oh my goodness. It feels like Christmas. A couple months away. Yeah, I don't think my Suman are gonna be uniform, but that's okay. They're gonna have great personality. It's trying to escape. She's a little small, she's petite, but has a lot of flavor. Okay, so I made a discovery. You can't roll this way. You have to roll the other way, because if you roll this way, it's gonna rip. Gotta start over. I know my pot is damaged, but this is what we got. Couple Suman, and then I'm gonna put some banana leaves on top, and then they said to do like a plate. The reason why there's rice on this one is because this is the one I messed up, so I'm just recycling. Then I'm gonna put like a little plate on top to weigh it down, and then fill it up with water just like an inch above the Suman. So since I cooked my rice the first step a little too long, I think I'm only gonna let it boil or like be in the big pot for like a half hour, and then I'm gonna check if it's fully cooked, because now I'm trying some leftovers and it's like almost cooked. So I will say the flavor, spot on. It's finished, it's done, but the plates I used were too small, so they shifted. And so one of the banana leaves kind of got unrolled, but the other ones are like, I think they're fine. The recipe never said to get twine, so I didn't get twine. So I will next time to tie it more securely. But this is my little Suman. I think I'm gonna make the syrup tomorrow because it's kind of late at night, but this tastes pretty good. So like I said, Jonathan doesn't know I'm making Suman right now. He's in New York and he's coming back, and so I'm gonna pick him up in DC tomorrow after work. And he was supposed to get a train that was closer than DC because I'm worried about the traffic and everything. But he read the ticket wrong. So I will have to end up picking him up in DC instead. So I pretended to be mad at him. Not really, but I was like, well, I have to sleep right now so I can wake up early tomorrow and prepare to pick you up. So it worked out perfectly because now he won't have to see me like, you know, running around doing all this Suman stuff. So he has no idea. My plan worked perfectly. Good morning. It's like 5:30 a.m. and I'm gonna finish this caramel sauce. I have some coffee going. I'm so tired. That's okay. So this is 1 can of coconut milk, a cup of brown sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm gonna mix it, and then it'll like simmer and then get like thick. Okay, so it's been cooking for about 25 minutes, and I think this is the thick consistency we want. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat, and I'm so excited to let this cool, and then I'm gonna try my whole Suman experience. I just got home from work, so I'm so tired, but I'm gonna pack up everything, and then I have to drive to DC and pick up Jonathan. So let's go. Apparently there was a Filipina ate in the church, and she invited him over for dinner. So I'm sure he's way more full than normal, but I'm still gonna make him eat. Here is the little fit check. I just got this bag, so I'm excited to wear it. Babe, look at the table.
Oh, wow. Where did that come from?
What?
Suman. What?
Can I show your face?
Yeah. Where did that come from?
It actually came from me.
You made it?
I made that. It took me 4 hours. I stayed up until 11:30 last night, and I woke up at 5:15 a.m. so I could make you Suman.
Babe, thank you.
And I made the sauce too.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I got your coconut flakes too.
How did you make it?
I'll show you.
Wow.
Look. It's authentic. I drove to Virginia after I dropped you off at the train station, so I could make you Suman.
Did you keep the receipts?
Bye. I've been waiting and keeping it a secret. I even messaged mommy about it. Try it. I'm so excited. Try it. If it's good, I'll bring it to my workmates tomorrow. If you think it tastes authentic enough.
Let me unpack this.
I gave you a fork.
That's pretty good.
Does it taste authentic?
Definitely.